Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Nice. You bounced in super fast. So, today we're going to be discussing how to work less and, well, make more. Because the whole purpose of work is not for you to just sit there and work endlessly hard. That's not that at all. By the way, I would encourage any of you to do me a huge favor and send this to your friends, send this to your family. Post this. Okay, there we go. Boom. Fantastic. Shout out to every single one of you who tuned in. So, this is a part of the Sunday reflections. Sunday reflections. Every single Sunday, I like to sit down and analyze what I did this previous week that worked, the things that didn't work. And of course, everybody online, they want to convince you that everything they do is absolutely flawless, effortless. However, the way I approach things is objectively, with intention. And in my own personal life, this is what works best for me, is analyzing the things that are working for me, number one. Number two, what are some of the things that I could improve? Now, if you're watching this and you're already a part of the social media and client acquisition campus, you're already ahead of everybody. Like, to be honest, bro, because we've been doing this for ages. And I go into detail inside of the SMCA, aka TRW, the place, the platform that we can't mention anywhere else. You know what I'm talking about. We've already been doing this for a long time, and I've already broke down exactly what I do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What's going on, Jaden? And so what I want all of you to do right now is, as I'm talking, I want you to go out there and whether it's open up the notes app on your computer, whether that is pulling out your journal, writing it down, I don't care, but I want you to take notes whenever I tell you to take notes. But anyways, what I want you to understand is if you want to get to the point where you're able to work less and earn more, you're not going to get to that by you just endlessly working permanently, endlessly suffering, endlessly working. You're basically like a hamster that's gotten injected with crack. You're just like going like that. Why isn't anything changing? That's not going to get you to the goal that you have for yourself. Now, some of you are going to hear me say this. You're going to misunderstand what I'm saying. So I want you to listen very carefully. I'm not telling you that you don't need to work hard. You do need to work hard. If you don't work hard, you're not going to be able to work smart. If you don't work hard, you're not going to apply enough force into the world so that you actually change your circumstances. So you do need to work hard. You do need to be showing up every single day consistently. You have to do that. If you don't, nothing in your life is going to change. So now that we got this out of the way, bro is underrated. I appreciate that, bro. Now that we got that out of the way, I've tweeted about this in the past. I've talked about this in the past, even on this channel, and that is to work, zoom out, work. And that is the entire foundation upon everything that this video is built upon. Now, once again, if you want to get the details and I go really deep into it, join the SMCA. I cover it there, and also in the Hustlers Campus. However, whenever I say work, zoom out, what I mean is you need to see if what you're doing is working. When I say working, I mean it's actually getting the impact that you want. Too many people, I talk to lots of people, thousands of people, from beginner level all the way to some of my clients, to high level business people. It goes across the board. Obviously, if you're more of a beginner, this happens a lot more frequently. But it's easy for you to get so caught up in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis that you don't change anything. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And the problem with this mindset, first time here, interested to see what kind of content this dude provides. Shout out to you, Gary. Very happy to have you here. The issue with this is if you're endlessly working and you're not seeing if what you're doing is actually creating the result that you want, well, you're going to keep getting the same result over and over and over again. What was it? Einstein, he said, if you keep thinking, well, I don't even know what he said. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. Like basically trying to do the same thing over and over again is basically insanity. And it is. And we hear that quote and we think, oh, wow, that makes so much sense. Genius, drops mic. But we don't change what we're doing. And whenever we approach business, whenever we approach our day-to-day existence, we are basically insane because we keep doing the same thing. We think maybe if I just try harder, then I'm finally going to impact whatever the result is that I'm going after. And in most cases, that's not true. It's not. What you need to learn to do, and I'm going to go over 3 questions that I want all of you to write down. So don't worry about writing it down yet. I'll get to that. It's very important that you take a pause, you zoom out, you analyze the things that you're doing, and see if what you're putting action and effort into is actually getting you the result that you want. I see this all the time when people are working with clients. They'll keep doing the same thing. Oh, I need to get results from my clients. I need to get results from my client. I'm like, okay, bro. I talk to my students all the time. I'm like, bro, why do you keep doing the same thing over and over again? Look at the stuff that's actually worked and then do more of that and less of everything else. As a matter of fact, just delete everything else. The same is true for whenever you want to grow a social media brand. So easy. It takes time, takes consistency. However, if you just look at the content of yours that you're posting that gets the best results, and you implement the methods that I teach you inside of the SMCA, and you just keep doubling down on the content of yours that's working, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start growing your social media account. And so what I want to invite all of you to do is to stop being like everybody else. Because if you keep being like everybody else, you're going to keep getting the same results that everybody else gets. And at a subconscious level, you 100% understand what I'm saying, and you agree with everything that I'm saying right now. You can feel it at a subconscious level. But you keep doing it because you don't zoom out. You're so focused moment by moment by moment, moving on to the next thing, that you burn yourself out. And there's something called opportunity cost or sunken cost fallacy. So sunken cost fallacy, the opportunity cost, we'll talk about that on another video. 100%. The sunken cost fallacy is essentially, I've put so much effort and time into this. I don't want to give up on this. What's going on, bro? And you keep doing the same thing, even though you're not getting the result that you want. And I'm not sitting up here talking to you as if I'm just Mr. Perfect. I'm not. I myself go through this every single Sunday. I call it Reflections Sunday. And because if I'm not intentional, if I'm not aware of the things that I'm doing, the same thing will happen to me that happens to all of you. I'll sit there, and I've noticed every Sunday that I do Sunday reflections, which I'm proud to say is most Sundays, those weeks are some of my most productive weeks ever in everything that I'm involved in. Those weeks where I skip Reflection Sunday, my checklist grows and grows and grows. I get stressed out. As a result, my team does as well. Money bag content's better than Hermosi content. 100% agree. And so even it happens to me too, guys. And that's something that's going to be very unique with this channel is I'm not sitting up here talking to you as like, or talking down to you. I want to lift everybody else up because there was a time in my own incarnation where I was like every single one of you. There was a time where I used to wake up at 3 a.m, pick up trash, change trash cans, clean parking lots. And I had to learn all this stuff on my own. So I'm just kind of like passing it forward to you guys so that you can actually apply this now and not waste as much time as I did. Do you teach growing on X and TRW? Yes. In the SMCA campus, bro. Gotta join that campus. And so I want you to hear what I'm saying. And I know in your mind, a lot of the time, we have this fallacy where you hear what I'm saying, but because of your belief system, you perceive it a different way, and then you go to apply it in your own life, and it doesn't work. So just quiet your mind, hear what I'm saying, and then implement it. Go test it. Now, this is when you get your pen out, Any Hustler Campus students? Cool. Now it's time for you to get out the pen. Get out your pen, get out a notebook. You can do it in your notes app. That's what I'm about to read off of. And that's the first question. What did I do this week that I'm proud of? What did I do this week that I'm proud of? So write that down. The reason this is so important is if you are so focused on moving from project to project, task to task, you lose sight and appreciation of all the things you've done. And so if you lose sight of that, you're going to have motivation issues. You need to be grateful. You need to be aware of the good things you're doing. A lot of us end up having this tendency to lean into the negative. We're never good enough. We didn't work hard enough. We didn't post enough content, whatever it is. And so it's very important that you ask yourself, what did I do this week that I'm proud of? And flex to yourself. Let yourself know what you did this week that makes you proud, that makes you grateful, that makes you appreciative of all the work you're putting in. So the first question, once again, what did I do this week that I'm proud of? The second question, what could I have done better? What could I have done better? This is where awareness comes in. This is where you zoom out and you look at the things that you've been doing and you're honest with yourself. Doing all that stuff over there didn't really lead me to the result that I wanted. Yeah, write that down, type it out. And how you use this information is, well, you're just not going to do those things anymore, or you'll find a way to optimize it to be something that's actually going to get you the results that you want. Like on my end, I always optimize every single week for impact and money. Is what I'm doing going to lead to the impact that I want? I want to change hundreds of thousands of lives. So if it does not lead to impacting people to make their life better, clients, students, etc., well, I'm just not going to do it. From a money perspective, is what I'm doing bringing in more money? If no, delete it. I understand you're a super genius. I understand you have all these different ideas that's going to make you money and this and this and this. I have to get on my team about this often. I'm like, guys, is this going to actually make us more money? If not, then let's just put it on the back burner for now. This is how we're making money now. How can we optimize this? How can we make more money with this? That's what you need to do. And so that's what you're going to do now. So what could I have done better? Write that down. The third question is, how will I use this information this coming week? How will I use this information this coming week? And the reason this question is so important is because I don't want you just being grateful and then also seeing all the things you could have done better. I want you to see what you could have done better and then, well, go do better. This is not about sitting there shaming yourself or guilting yourself or making yourself feel like a loser. Oh, I could have done more outreach. I could have posted more content. I could have done better with my client, or I could have done this. That's loser thinking. So how are you going to actually use this information and take better action this coming week? That's why it's so important that you do this on Sunday, because how you start the day and how you start the week is how the rest of the day and the rest of the week is going to be. So instead of you being so like this, you're just focused or work. You're getting the same results, work. Oh, you look up, why am I not seeing results? Work. Instead of doing that into infinity, I want you to analyze the stuff that you're doing that doesn't really matter. And then see, how are you going to implement all the stuff, the things that are working, etc., into applying and getting better results this coming week. And when you do this, when you operate this way, you're intentional. You have awareness. You stop feeling so burned out. You stop feeling so overworked. And you reach a point where your life actually starts improving. You start getting better results in every area of your life. Now, that's all I'm going to say for now. I've got to go get dressed up. I'm going to wear my tailored suit, go out somewhere tonight. But I wanted to jump on here. We're doing more of these. This is our second one this week. We're doing more of these. I've got some other surprises coming as well. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. But I'm going to go over the questions again. What did I do this week that I'm proud of? What could I have done better? How will I use this information this coming week? As soon as I end this call, I want you to go do that. I want you to write it down on your journal or write it down on your notepad on your computer or on your phone and do it. Don't put it off till next Sunday because you already know you're not going to do it if you put it off. Do it now. As soon as this is up, I want you to go and implement it. So with that said, guys and girls, I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll talk soon. Have a great Sunday. Peace.